Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2. I'm still in Port Last, in that garrison that they were keeping that girl, one of the victims of the Ember. Not really a victim because she's still alive, but yeah, if you know what I mean. Let's continue on. Okay. There's a spot here that's marked by the game itself. Let's go and check that. Do I hear I don't know. I think I heard flies. Okay. What are they? Noduap? Who the hell is that? And Leva? Hi? Oh, the almighty Vandersneven, huh? The Vandersneven, yes. Maybe Gropner will get a better understanding out of these people if I brought him. Okay, let's talk. Who are the Vandersneven? And Leva says, the Vandersneven see all, but none can see them. Noduap says, I see, yes, they see. Where would I find them? And Leva says, the Vandersneven know all, but none know them. Noduap says, yes, none know, but we know, yes. No? Oh? You're not listening to me, maybe? Calgar says, maybe we should put these two fools in a room with Aldanon. I think with Gropnar, better. Bishop says, it's like listening to a drunk Gropnar. Next time we can bring him and he can try to listen. Yes, yes. I agree. Okay, let's do that then, later. Okay, this is the person that I need to talk, I think. Nia's imports I saw on the map. Nia says, careful there, watch the worm sage. I ought to tidy up, but there's never time. What's that you're talking about? What are you talking about? Yes. Sand says, worm sage. That's used as a regent in certain spells. It's used to prevent the dead from rising, if I recall correctly. Nia says, yes, that's right, you have an eye for the obscure. I will look into what you have, but let's talk first. So does Port Last have an undead problem? Nia says, no, it's Ember, a little village north of here. The people were slaughtered, horribly. If their bodies aren't tended, they will return as undead. It is only a matter of time. I have not been to Ember since the massacre, but I've heard that the bodies are rotting where they fell. So why didn't you bury them? Nia says, Ember is in Laskan territory, and the Laskans haven't bothered. Not that I'd expect anything less from Laskan. Surely you can see that this is a crime. Those corpses mustn't be left to rot, nor should innocent souls be condemned to torment. Perhaps you could help? You seem a hearty sort. Okay, what do you need me to do? Nia says, I knew you would understand. Look here, this is a worm sage extract mixed with some other regions. You need only sprinkle the bodies with this extract. If any souls remain trapped within, their negative energies will be suppressed and they will be free to pass beyond this world. Sand says, an overly dramatic description and assumption of the properties of souls, but she is correct. The worm sage will serve to fight the necromantic arts. Here, says Nia, take this back, sprinkle a pinch of the powder over each corpse you find, and that should be enough to put the spirit to rest. I'll wait here for your return. Okay, I can do that, but let's talk more. Show me what you have. Ooh! Dexterity +4. I actually have dexterity on my boots, but I am thinking of, changing changing the order of things I have. I still keep bluff and diplomacy bonuses on my head and deflection on my cloak. But I may change the order of this, but I'll probably do that in between the episodes because it takes so much time to look after what's going to give me plus bonus and what's not going to stack with other things that I have. So I'll do that later, but she has nice things. I should really come back to her. Protection against chaos, deflection again. Mine is better because mine has deflection and some other things. Yes, universal throws. Let me see. Ooh, armor +3. Regeneration. Ooh, I need to come back for this. Huh. Okay, definitely. And a magic bag. And how much is it? Mine is 40%, and this is 60%. Okay, I'll definitely come back to her. Maybe she will give me a discount after I do that quest for her. Maybe. Alliance Arms Inn. Let's go in there. Port Last Guards. Any people in particular? Oh, hello. Guard says, "You there, stop right where you are." Is there a problem? He says, "The problem is that you massacred the people of Ember and we don't let murderers run loose in Port Last." I've only been accused of the crime. Nothing has been proven yet, okay? And he says, "We know you were at Ember during the massacre. That's proof enough for us." I don't know if you've been talking to Elaine. He says, "That's right. She told us all about you and what you did." So what now then? He says, "We are going to arrest you for disturbing the peace. You're going to become violent and regretfully will be forced to kill you." Huh? Really? Okay. Diplomacy. You're a guard charged with protecting Port Last, correct? An honorable position if I'm not mistaken. Intimidate option. It was I who decimated the orc tribes at Old Owl Well, and the 4 of you dare to challenge me. I can try this one actually. What if I don't become violent and surrender peacefully instead? Come on then, let's see if you can do more. Just bullshit. I'll go bullshit on you. What if I just come peacefully? He says, "It doesn't really matter. We are avenging Ember here and now." Fuck you. I'm going to intimidate. It's failed. Okay. He says, "The only thing I think you've ever done is slaughter unarmed villagers." Wow. Fuck you then. Come on, die already. You were not going to be much challenge anyway. Okay. Port Last Guard, put up your weapons. What's going on here? Well, they blamed me for Ember and they wanted revenge. The guard says, "Damn it, I know they lost family there, but I never thought they'd forsake duty for misguided vengeance. We will inform Hermos of what happened here. You're free to go, but don't cause any more trouble." I didn't cause the trouble, okay? Stupid people attacked me. They have nice things on them. Okay. Let's go to the inn then. I also need to check my journal, I think. Let me do that. Nia's duty, I know that. Netris's request. Downbringer Netris gave you that's not due. The trial. When you have spoken to Hermos in Port Last Garrison and finished gathering evidence, you are to speak with Sir Neval to begin your trial. Sir Neval can be found. So I still need to search actually Port Blast for more evidence, I think. Okay. I'm not done with it anyway. Hello, Falgor. Talk to me. Falgor says, welcome to Alliance Arms. What can I help you with? Can you tell me anything about what happened at Amber? Falgor says, I can tell you plenty, but well, whether any of it's the truth, well, that remains to be seen. So what have you heard? Falgor says, take this rumor for a start. Some folks say it was beasts of the Duskwood that savaged Amber, revenge for disturbing their nests or some such. Frankly, I'm inclined to believe that one. Port Last had a bit of a werewolf problem not too long ago. Wouldn't surprise me if there's more of them hanging about. Okay. So what else? Falgor says, there was this Laskan woman sniffing around a while back. According to her, some adventurers strolled into town and slaughtered everyone just for chuckles. Nothing but lies come out of Laskan lips, so you can ignore that one. That's just my opinion though. Anything else then? He says, then there's Elgon, one of my regulars. He claims he was there, so the whole thing. I wouldn't exactly call him a liar, but he's always talking about his adventures, which conveniently happen when no one else is around. So other than Elgon, you don't know of anyone else who saw what happened? He says, well, Hermos seems to have a guest staying with him nowadays, with guards and all. Could be one but of the attackers, more likely a survivor. What about this Elgon? Where can I find him? He says, head on over to the common room. He's probably telling the story for the 100th time. Okay, I can do that. So, Malin, Elgon, Tavern Patron, Kalindra. Okay, so many people with particular names. Let's start with this Elgon. Hello. Elgon says, I had just lined up my arrow on the deer when I heard a growl. I turned and there was the biggest, blackest wolf I've ever seen coming right at me. Lucky for me, I had my enchanted dagger with me, with its jaws only inches away from my throat. I lunged and with a quick twist of the blade, I cut out the beast's heart. Tavern Patron says, ooh! And Elgon says, I was a bit tired after all this fun in the Duskwood, so I decided to head to Amber to rest up. That's when I smelled the smoke. I ran there as quickly as I could, and what did I see? The village in flames, the defenseless people being slaughtered by cruel and evil men. There were dozens of attackers, heavily armed, aided by foul creatures, demons, I think. So, what did you do? Says the patron. Elgon says, the only thing I could do, I attacked. I cut down 2 of them before they knew I was there, but the others, seeing what a threat I was, ganged up on me. I slew several before one of them snuck up from behind and knocked me unconscious. The enemy must have taught me that, because when I woke, they were gone. Sand says, yet hardly a scratch on him, a tale well worth his weight in verse, no doubt. And the tavern patron says, and what of Amber? Elgin says, sadly, I was too late. Everyone was dead. There was a little more I could do, so I returned to port last. And the patron says, at least you tried, Elgin. Sand says, the man is clearly a fool, but it is his audience that concerns me. Such tales could be used against us. We should question Elgin and see about the facts of his tale. Elgin says, I haven't seen you around before, just passing through. Okay, I spoke with a survivor. I heard there were only about a dozen attackers at Amber and nothing was mentioned about demons. Elgin says, a survivor? Well, that's good news. With all the smoke, I'm sure I could have been mistaken. Tricks on the eyes and all that, haha. Damn it. Now, if you'll excuse me. Sand says, he's a slippery one. Let's ask around town, see if anyone can help us shed some light on some of his more flamboyant statements. What about patrons? You hear that the Laskans are going to attack. Okay. Is there something in there, maybe? Serving bench? I'll be with you in a moment. Okay. What about these people? They're not talking. Okay. Let's talk to this person here, Malin. Let me see. Bishop says, Malin, still playing Girl of the Wood. You know each other? Okay. And Malin says, Bishop, I was wondering when you dragged your sorry carcass back to port last. Bishop says, you waited for me, I'm touched. Then again, it's not like you could have tracked me down if you wanted to. So you guys know each other? Malin says, you could say that. Liking him is another matter, however. What do you mean? Bishop says, this half-elf slip of a girl here nearly got me and herself killed several times over while scouting the Laskan border. Impatience, incompetence, these things get scouts killed. That's the trouble when you're not fully an elf and not fully a human, huh? Shut up, Bishop. Ugh, it's like you've always got something to prove. It's a good thing that I have you instead of her. I'm not really sure about that. Let's just... There's no need to be insulting. And Bishop says, an insult isn't an insult if it's simple fact, but perhaps she's heard enough truth for one day. So, what's your business in port last? How do you know Bishop? Tell me about that. Bishop says, oh, this should be rich. Go on, Malin, tell all. Please, do tell, Malin. So Malin says, not while he's here, I can barely stomach the smell as it is. If you want to know, ask when he's not around. Okay, I'll definitely come back. So what brings you to port last? Malin says, I'm fresh from Dustwood Grove. Took a wound from a dire boar and the beasts gave chase. Otherwise, I'll not have stopped in town. So, anything you can tell me about this place? She says, depends what you mean. I don't know much about Port Last, but I could bend your ear for hours before the land betwixt here and the Laskan border. Mostly it's trackless forest, though they say the wood has magic properties. Me, I don't cut down trees, not when there's dryads and birds lurking about. The only place of note is the Duskwood Grove, but it's gone strange of late. Used to be deer here and plentiful hunting. Now something's driven all the deer away. Something's driven all the deer away. Nothing but ferocious beasts and stranger things for miles around the grove. Sand says, wait, didn't Elgin say he was hunting deer when Amber was attacked? Unless he was hunting deer that were uncommonly strange and ferocious, I think the man has some explaining to do. So tell me, I am investigating the murders in Amber. Maybe you know something? Malin says, what's to investigate? The village is destroyed and everyone's dead. Could have been brigands or gods know what else, but a lord's justice won't bring those villagers back to life. Do you know maybe anyone who might have witnessed the attack on Amber? Malin says, maybe 3 days gone, I was passing just south of the Duskwood when I spied a column of smoke. I'd say it was coming from the ridge just above Duskwood Grove. Could have been some traveler stopping for the night, or it could be that someone's made a home for themselves. There's a cave up there and a good spot for a camp. Either way, the grove is an hour's walk from Amber, maybe less. Whoever is up there may have seen what happened in the village. Okay. Thank you, I appreciate the help. Malin says, just watch your back. The grove's not known for being friendly to strangers, and if somebody's made a home on that ridge, well, could be they're just crazy. You'd better hope it's as simple as that. Okay. Thank you. I'll come back to talk about Bishop. For sure. There's one more man here. Kalindra, talk to me. Kalindra says, many pardons, but I have a lot on my mind. Okay, is something wrong? She says, my partner Bradbury, he is 2 days late for our meeting. He is northerner and a fool, but he's good with pick and wedge and has brought much silver to my house. I was planning on taking him to Anne with me, but heard tell of valuable ore in Duskwood. You two are miners then? She says, I am an artisan and a master trader. Strength can mine a quarry, but wit is needed to fully utilize it. Kelgar says, it's something humans have never understood, but at least you're making an effort, something most humans don't bother to do. Oh, that's insulting. It's almost as agreeable as the dwarves wanting to be monks. Miner suits you better. He's right, you don't look like someone who works the land, just talks about it. What am I going to mean with this one? Kelgar says, sooner you come to recognize it, the easier the title's going to be. Kalindra says, each is entitled to their own opinion, even the dwarves. So what does your husband, Bradbury, look like? Kalindra says he is hard to miss. His hair is bright orange like flame blooms in the desert. If you happen to see him, just tell him I'm still waiting. Okay, I'll see to that. You were talking about some things that... about Amber... okay. You were hunting deer in the Duskwood. Malin says there's no deer to be found there at all. Elgin says, I saw plenty. I don't know what she's talking about. Now if you'll excuse me. Fuck you. Okay. Where are we going now? Let's see. What about this? Where is this? She claimed that he was last seen heading to. Okay, I think I'm going to need to go to that Duskwood place called Duskwood. But let's look around a little bit more in the port last before going to there. Bum, 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 bum. Let's turn around a little bit to see if there's dock worker, guards, any doors, open doors that I can enter, maybe citizens. Look at that. It looks nice, but nothing to do actually over here. What about that port? That one? No, not really. Why are you coming from so behind, Bishop? I see another guard over there. Guards are green, normal people are blue. Citizens, I think it is time to go then. But let's go to Neverwinter to change our companions. Actually, let me just finish the episode here, do my shopping in here, then I'll go back to Neverwinter, change my companions, and come back to you guys to go to Duskwood. So let's meet again. Bye bye.